Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. This video covers a super interesting use case and I'm going to show you how you can share personalized presentations with your prospects. So we're going to take a sample presentation that has been created on Google Slides and embed a personalized NextWeave image inside it and then share it with our prospect list. This whole process is going to be automated so that you can create and manage a dynamic workflow. Now for our presentation, we have used Pabbly Connect to build this automated workflow. However, you can use any other automation platform that allows for compatible applications. Let's jump right into it. There are a few prerequisites that I have created before we can dive into setting up our automated workflow. The first is this Google Sheet where I have collected and collated all of the required information from my prospects. Now we have used a Google Sheet at our end, but you can use any other data source that you might have access to as long as it's compatible with your automation platform. The next thing I've created is a personalized image template on NextWeave. As you can see, this template is personalized for the username of the prospect as well as the domain or the company website. Both of these pieces of information are being captured within my Google Sheet. You can refer to our help documentation as well as video tutorials to learn innovative ways and tips and tricks to create amazing image templates. Next, I have created the sample Google Slide presentations to share with my prospect list. As you can see, slide 3 of this presentation is blank. So what I've gone ahead and done is placed a placeholder image here. This is the image that is going to be replaced with the NextWeave template through the process of our workflow. And finally, I have created a Google Drive folder. So essentially, I'm going to show you how to create copies of this sample presentation, embed the NextWeave template, and then share it across. And these copies are going to be stored within this Google Drive folder. Now let's go back to the NextWeave template for a minute. Before we can use this template inside our Google Slide presentation, we need to create a campaign around it. A campaign is a process by which this template will be made available to use outside of NextWeave. So navigate to the campaign section and click on Create New Campaign. Next, set a name for this campaign and select the media type. Now since our intention is to embed an image inside the presentation, we'll set the media type to image here. And then go ahead and select the template that you'd like to embed inside your presentation. For the purpose of this particular demonstration, we're going to stick to the URL override campaign method. However, you can select bulk link as well. Once your campaign type is selected, simply click on Save. You can learn about the different campaign types and when to use them through our YouTube tutorials as well as our help documentation. All we need to do now is click on Launch Campaign. Once this is done, your campaign is launched and this template is going to be ready to use inside your workflow. So now let's jump into how the automation is created. Navigate to your automation platform. In this case, as I mentioned earlier, we're using Pabbly Connect and click on Create Workflow. Now select your first application. In this case, since all our data is being derived from Google Sheets, that's where I've collected it, I'm going to set the application to Google Sheets and the trigger event to New Spreadsheet row. Now Pabbly has given us a detailed step-by-step guide here. So I'm going to follow exactly these steps to connect my Google Sheet with Pabbly. Once the connection is established, a test response from the Google Sheet is sent to Pabbly. As you can see here, these test responses are exactly the same as the first row of audience information from the Google Sheet. Let's add our next step in the workflow. Set the application here to NextWeave and the action event to Create Experience with Campaign. To connect Pabbly with NextWeave, you can choose any of these existing connections if you've done this before, or click on Add New Connection. If you click on Add New Connection, you're going to be prompted to enter an API key. From within the NextWeave platform, you can navigate to the Integration section click on Add Key, set a name for it to generate the corresponding API key. All you need to do now is copy this key, go back to Pabbly and paste it. Once you click on Save, your connection with your current NextWeave login session will be established. All the campaigns we've created will now be visible within this dropdown. So all you need to do is select the campaign that you created around your personalized image. As you select your campaign, the variables that have been employed in the template will be listed below. We now need to map these variables with the data that we've collected in the Google Sheet. Click on the field under Username to map it with the name column from the Google Sheet. Similarly, click on the field under Domain to map it with the domain column of the Google Sheet. Once done, click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, based on the sample response that we received from the Google Sheet, a sample image link will be created in the NextWeave step. This is what the personalized image looks like. Now, this is exactly the image that we're going to be replacing inside this sample presentation and sharing with our prospect. Getting back to our Pabbly workflow, let's add the third step to this now. Set the application in this step to Google Drive and the action event to copy a file. Now, the reason we've set this step in our workflow is because we're going to create a copy of the sample presentation before we upload the NextWeave image inside it. This is done purely for security reasons so that we don't accidentally share a different link with our prospects. Click on Connect to connect your Google Drive account with Pabbly. Now, since I've previously done this before, I'm going to select one of my existing connections. However, you can click on Add New Connection and simply connect your Google account. Please note that this is the same Google Drive account that has access to the sample presentation as well as has access to this presentation copies folder. Why this is the case will become evident in a couple of minutes. Once our Google Drive account is connected to Pabbly, the next step is to specify the file that you want to be copied. Automatically, this has selected sample presentation from the list. So I'm going to leave it as is since we want this sample presentation file to be copied at each step. The next step is for me to specify where I want these copied files to be located. As I mentioned earlier, I have created a Google Drive folder labeled Presentation Copies where I want copies of this sample presentation to be stored. Once again, this has been auto-populated. However, you can select your required folder from the drop-down list. The last option in this step is for us to set up the copied file name. Now, I'm going to make this file name dynamic just so it's easier for us to identify later on. So I'm going to map the file name to the name that's coming from the Google Sheet and set an underscore presentation. Click on Save and Send Test Request. So now there are a couple of things to note here. The first is that the file name is Harpreet Presentation. It is linked to the name that is coming from my Google Sheet. The second thing to note is that a file ID is generated in this test response. So essentially, every copied file will have this unique ID generated for it. And lastly, you can see the result of this test response by going to the Presentation Copies folder and seeing this presentation here. If I expand this presentation, you can see that this is exactly like the sample presentation that I've built. No personalization, the blank screen in the third slide. We're going to take this presentation now and embed the NextWeave image in it in the next step. Add a new step to your workflow and set the application this time to Google Slides. We're going to choose the action event here as Upload Image and Presentation. Now, while connecting this once again, I'm just selecting one of my existing connections. However, if you've never connected Google Slides before, you can always add a new connection as well. Once again, note that this is the same Google Slides account that has access to my Google Drive folder as well as my sample presentation. Let's populate the fields now. The first thing is the template presentation. So it has selected the static value of Harpreet_presentation, which was created in the previous steps. Now technically this is correct. I do want Harpreet_presentation to contain my NextWeave personalized image. However, we also want this workflow to be dynamic. Since we can't see any ability to map values here, what you can do is set this map switch to on. Immediately the template name is replaced with the template ID. So I'm going to remove this, and then we can insert any data from one of our previous steps. So instead of the static value for the file name, I'm now going to select the ID that was generated from my copy a file step. What's essentially happening is each time a new file is copied, which will happen for every name on my list, a new ID will be generated, and the upload image in presentation will happen within the new ID. I'm going to leave the image replace method as center inside. Now, based on the template that you have selected, Pabbly is going to show you all the available slides where you can replace the existing image with a new image. Now, if we take a look at the sample presentation once again, the only slide that is of interest to us here is slide number 3. So in the Pabbly workflow, you can ignore all the other slides where there are images that you can replace, leave them blank, and simply focus on the slide of your choice. So we're going to click on the enter text or map data field here and navigate to the NextWeave step where the image link has been generated. So I want this blank placeholder image within this Harpreet presentation Google slide of mine to be replaced with a personalized image that was generated in the NextWeave step. Once done, simply click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, another couple of things to note here in the responses received. Firstly, there is a presentation ID that's generated. This is exactly the same as the file ID that was used. So that makes sense because we've not made any additional, we've not copied the file, we've not replaced the file, we've simply added an image to an existing file. Let's take a look at the file itself. Now if I open Harpreet presentation, it's no longer the same as my sample presentation. This is now populated with the personalized template that was created within NextWeave, the same name and the domain that is coming in from my Google Sheet. This is how the Pabbly Connect workflow will revise this dynamically for other prospects in your list as well. The final step in this workflow now is to share this file with your prospect. Click on Add Application or Step, and this time set the application to Google Drive and the action event to share a file or folder by ID. Once again, I'm going to connect the same Google Drive account as I did before. Click on Save. Now, similar to the previous steps, we need to map the file or folder ID that we want to share. As I mentioned earlier, our objective here is to make this dynamic. A new file will be copied and that new file needs to be shared. Since I can't see the option to select any data from previous steps, once again, we can click on the map option here to turn it on. And now from our previous step, which is Google Slide Upload Image in Presentation, you can go ahead and select the presentation ID that was generated. So this is the presentation ID now that is going to be shared. In the next field, we need to specify the email that we want to share this presentation with. As you may recall, I've collected my prospects' email addresses within the Google Sheet as well. So all we need to do is map this email field with the email column of the Google Sheet. The last thing we need to specify here is the role or the privileging that we're going to allow our prospects for this presentation. Since this is a presentation that I don't want them to edit, I'm going to leave this at Can View. Finally, click on Save and Send Test Request. The response received here confirms that the email and the Google slide have been successfully shared. The workflow is now complete and ready to use. Ensure that the workflow status is kept to on. Additionally, in your Google Sheet, within the add-ons, ensure that the Send on Event option is checked. If this is checked, then every time you add a new row of prospect information, the Pabbly workflow will automatically get triggered. We've already demonstrated this for the first row of information through our test responses. Let's have a look at how it will look like for the rest of the prospects in this list. You can go to Add-ons and Pabbly Connect webhooks again and click on Send Custom Data. From here, you can specify the start and the end range of the data that you want to share with Pabbly. So I'm going to set this to A3 for the start range and the end range to C5. Once I submit this data to Pabbly, the workflow that we just created is triggered. How do I test this out? If I go into my presentation copies folder, as you can see, multiple presentations based on the names provided here are created. I can open any of these presentations to double check whether they are personalized. Let's take a quick look at what this looks like from our audience's perspective. I shared this presentation with an alternate email address. This is what the email looks like. When I click on it, I'm prompted to open a presentation that has my name on it. When I open it, I only have the view access available, and I can see a personalized image template just for me. That brings us to the end of this video. Hope you all enjoyed this use case. Please do have a look at our help documentation as well as our YouTube channel to find all there is to know about NextWeave. And do join and participate in our Facebook communities and share some more ideas for amazing use cases that we can cover for you.